Struggling there? I didn't hear the pop.
I opened it. No, it's good. I guess my mic didn't pick it up.
You got that softener on. What's that called?
Oh, pop filter. And I got
Not a
some.
pop though.
Oh,
Not a pop.
I got
Adulty pop.
mic filters. Yeah. I got crisp. It probably doesn't sound crisp like Cookie Crisp. It probably don't sound like that. It's an underrated
I don't know
cereal,
if
by
you
the
heard
way.
mine, but we might have popped at the same time, and then I just didn't hear yours.
They just bounced right off each other. It could have been.
Could have been in sync. Could have been in sync.
Yep. We're just in there. We're in there like ass hair. Anyways, welcome to the
Welcome back.
Welcome to the Tall Cans podcast. If you loved episode 1, you're gonna love episode 2 because man, do we have a story for what we.
Time for a story. It's time for a story.
Yeah, it was what we went through literally the day after we recorded the episode 1. We may or may not.
Night.
All right, so let's just start from the beginning of that day. Yeah. So it was Friday. I'm at Firehouse Subs, and Scooter comes and FaceTimes me. He's like, "Hey, what are you doing?" I'm like, "I'm about to go have some beers at the lake and go swimming." He's like, "All right, I'm on my way." So we do that. Party hard over at the lakes. Get some good drinks in us. Oh, we had to hear party hardy. It's just dish soap though.
I had to drink these damn Twisted Teas because that's what they bought. Free liquor.
Some great teas.
I wonder if I'm supposed to have this covered. I mean, Michelob Ultra should just sponsor us instead.
Hey, that's the #1 golfing beer.
He might sue. What are you gonna sue? You gonna sue me for my fucking truck payment? All right. Anyways.
But hey, let's get back on topic. So we're trying to figure out what we want to do Friday night. So like, oh, let's just go to this bar. And
it's called Bucks.
Yeah.
For you people around the Omaha region, you know what Bucks is. If you don't blow up our spot.
Yep. Figure it out you damn
if you do, we'll see you there.
But so we go into Bucks, start having a couple drinks, and we probably knocked back a few shots too. We're just getting party. We're pretty far. I'd say we're pretty drunk at this point in the night.
Friday night.
It's a Friday night, so we're pretty drunk at this point in the night. And I look down the bar, and I'm just like, "That's Coach Matt Rule." And then Scott's like, "Huh?" And I'm like, "It's the head coach of Nebraska football down there." And I look over, I'm like, "And there's our D-line coach, and there's our defensive coordinator."
We start looking around. It's the whole
everyone.
Freaking everyone.
Staff. Running back coach is there. Wide receivers coach. Shout out Garrett. Director of player personnel. Shout out Gordon, the OG, and defensive coordinator Tony White. Shout out Tony White.
Tony's the man. Tony was staying sober that night. He was making sure the troops didn't get wild.
Unlike our tight ends coach, who said "fuck it."
He was all about Friday.
Yeah, he's down for Friday.
And let me hit you with a little bit of that, y'all.
Oh yeah, for our YouTube personnel, appreciate you over there. Hit that sub button. Look at that picture to prove it. Matt Rule in the middle.
That's him, the man, the myth, the legend.
Yes, this is great. It was awesome.
The guy that's gonna try to bring us back.
We were drinking. Oh
Smash man, football. Let's go.
Sharing drinks, doing. Okay, it's gonna sound like we're partying with a bunch of frat boys, but we're not. But we're drinking some margaritas, doing some shots, just great
Gordon's
night.
All they were out. Tequila, man after my own heart.
Yeah, Gordon was something else. That dude's awesome. So fun to talk to. Can't wait to see him when we go to some Husker games. It's gonna be a phenomenal time. But we see him. We're having some drinks. It's just having a great time. It was just having some great conversations about how they ended up to Nebraska from where they're from, or they're telling us.
And they were so welcoming and warm to all the fans are there. People talking to them, they were welcoming to it. They loved it. They're like, this is crazy. They were exactly what being a Husker fan, having a staff come in like that wants you to be. how we wanted them to be. They were like, it's surreal. The welcoming and the fan base here in Nebraska. It's just nuts. You guys are awesome.
And
Of course, we retaliated that to them. It's like we're excited. Love the moves you guys are making. The recruiting class we got. It was pretty surreal. It was really cool.
oh, it was facts. I mean, like even with our old coaching staff we had, how many posts do you see of people running into Scott Frost somewhere downtown, or even at a bar, or just a dive bar? How many posts do you see of that?
No, he used his recruiting trips as party trips.
Yeah, exactly. See, but you ain't seen no posts of that downtown. I've seen
No, you don't see.
I've seen numerous posts of people running into Matt Rule and the coaching staff downtown somewhere, or ending up
Yeah.
at a bar.
And
or
they go
something.
to a bar like Bucks. I mean, nothing against Bucks. I love Bucks, but that's a hole in the wall. It's a good that's a good bar. I
It's a
mean, we go
great
on
bar.
boys' nights just to go. We know the bar, which you get out of Omaha a little bit. It's away,
It's probably the best dive bar
and
around.
and that's the kind of bar they pick, and that's probably why they did it. To get out. I mean, yeah, they get away from Omaha a little bit, get away from people,
Get away from
cut loose a little
Lincoln.
bit.
Yeah.
They got to, I mean, all the shit they're doing, they got to get out. They got to have some fun. I mean, they're people, they're humans, they're men.
Yeah.
Got to get out and burn some off. And
Oh, 100%.
it was a good night. We decided to go out.
Yeah.
Great night. We chose to go out.
Yeah, it was just, it was a blessing in disguise. We just started the podcast, run into them, got a few numbers, might have some crazy future guests coming on. Got a few numbers, so fingers crossed.
Yes, we
things
did.
blow up, things get good.
Yep.
Side note though, how's your Mickey's? How's your Michelob Ultra?
Good. About as good as the ones golfing. Did some golfing today. Respect that titties hat.
No, God, golfing was shambles, dude. The greens, man. It's like you're playing on a hockey rink.
That's what Chauncey's got to call me now, the golf father.
I'm not calling him nothing.
Walked him. If you're not already following the TikTok, there will be a good hit montage coming up on the TikTok tonight. So it'll be up before this video's up.
Probably.
But make sure, so by the time you see this, make sure you go follow that TikTok too. Give us some likes, give us some love.
Yep. Links to all that will be in the description in the YouTube video. And for our Spotify listeners, bless up. Thank you very much. And we'll see you in the links down below as well. So, golfing today. How are those greens, man?
Fast and uneven.
Yeah. It's a great course.
Here's the hole. Here's the rest of the green. Just you got a good approach, and then it hits the next hole. It's on the next hole. It lines up for the next drive. That's how the greens work. You hit it, you hit the green, it rolls towards a pin, goes by, you're teed up already for the next hole.
Yep. It's just they're so fast. It's like playing hockey. You just tap it and it slides.
If you don't like putting, you don't like being on the green or staying on the green, go to Hooper.
Right. And guess what? If you like whacking at a lot of thick shit for the rough, go to Hooper, because we were weed whacking all day.
I did save them some time on trimming trees though, because there's some branches that did not make it.
R.I.P. them branches.
Yeah,
those squirrels are definitely out.
Yeah.
Oh man, a bird did die though.
Yeah, that may make the video. It was he didn't make it. We did not hit him. We found him.
Mm-hmm.
Found him on tee box. We did what we could to save him, which wasn't much. He was already dead.
We even gave him a little bit of CPR.
Yeah. We said some last words for him. That will not be in the podcast. That's it was an emotional and a spiritual thing, and we didn't feel like videotaping was necessary in that. We just wanted him to go to little birdie heaven.
Okay, let's give a moment of silence for the birds that didn't make it today.
All right, fuck them
All right,
birds.
it was good. It's
Uh,
great. R.I.P. that bird.
listen, that bird could have been a piece of shit. He might have left his nest and went out for some birdie milk and not came back. We don't know. We don't know. Could have been a good bird. We're up in the air. It's not for me to judge.
Could
Okay?
have been a 2-pack-a-day smoker.
Yeah, I'm not the birdie judge. Okay?
Or it could be like that fish that ate your chew pouch.
That was as close to a birdie as we got this today golfing though. Just
Yeah, it really was.
yeah, that's just close.
Hey.
That's the closest a birdie we got is the dead bird we found.
Yeah,
There's a lot of pars. Actually, no, there's a lot of multiple bogeys and maybe a couple pars.
Yeah.
All I know is I was still in double digits. I hit that 99.
Yeah, round of applause. Round of applause for Scott getting 99. Under 100. Let's keep it up. I, however, played a great front 9 and the back 9. I just shit the bed.
111.
Yeah, yep. It just went downhill. I had started getting 8 and 8. Yep. Thank you. Yeah, it was a rough time. Oh, dude. Ooh, man, this edible's really kicking in.
I'm on my way home. I drop him off coming home. He goes, all right, I'll see you on Discord. I'm gonna go home, pop an edible, and I'll be ready. I'm like, oh.
Yeah.
Last time we were gonna make an episode last week, and old boy here decided he needed a couple edibles, and then his buddy said they took 2, so he said I ain't a bitch, took 4. I didn't hear from him till like 6:30. We were supposed to record at 2, so.
4 edibles at 10 milligrams a piece. And
I do Mickey's at 12 ounces a piece.
I was
watching my girlish figure.
I was on a horrible trip. I was telling Scott I can't move my arms. I don't know how to move. Yeah. I was that scene from Wolf on Wall Street where he's like crawling out of his car.
What are you saying, Jordan? Are you high right now?
Yeah, that was me. Like
made it home without a scratch. Just scratched the next day.
It's a mailbox stuck to my car. But I was borderline almost like that, to where I almost had to like crawl in the apartment, and I grab a shit ton of snacks. I just start eating so many snacks. I think I went through like 5 or 6 Nutter Butters and like 2 oatmeal cream pies. And then I'm like, I don't know how to walk anymore. So I had to physically look down, lift each leg up to move forward. And then I sat in my bed and I laid down, and I thought I was falling through my fucking bed. And I was way too high to even like, I didn't know how to move. I didn't know how to move. So the whole time I thought I was sinking through my mattress and gonna like fall through the earth. And I'm like, this is horrible. I just want to sleep through this so I can die in my sleep.
Hey, that happens. I mean, I had a buddy that I was never much of a smoker or nothing. You know, there was college. Everyone had that college, you know. But I had buddies that smoked a lot. I didn't smoke any, and I'd hit it, and I had bad experiences. So I just stick to what I know. But I did have a buddy back in high school. He smoked a lot. So he says, I don't know. The story sounds like he didn't, because if you smoked a lot, I feel like this wouldn't be a situation for you. He sat down in front of the TV. They're all out in the shop. He sat down in front of the TV, watched TV for 3 hours. The TV was not on. They came into the room, said, Nathan, what are you doing? He goes, my show's on. They said, Nathan, the TV 3 hours. Watch TV for 3 hours. Never even turned it on. Greatest show he's ever seen, he said.
It was funny as fuck. So Gentry, I texted him and told him about it, and he was like, "Hell yeah, dude!" But his wife Lauren is like, "Don't you be fucking doing that." He's like, "You need to watch what you're doing, or like you need to be more careful because you don't never really done it." And then I was like, "Yeah, you're right, I will." And then Gentry's like, "Hey, but would you do it again though?" I was like, "In a heartbeat."
Man, I tell you what, I had some buddies that tried getting me to take shrooms one time. I'm like, dude, I can't even handle weed. You want me to do I'm like, they're like, oh, dude, you'll see some wild shit. I was like, I see stuff anyways. What are you talking about? I don't need no.
I think it'd be amazing to golf on shrooms. Next time we go golfing, though, I'm definitely gonna pop some edibles.
You be your bad self. I'm good.
I'm gonna be dangerous. I'm gonna be feeling dangerous.
You're gonna be swimming in the pool. You seen that video? It was a spoof video, but they all go golfing after they take shrooms. And one of them's trying to like laying on the ground talking to a squirrel, and he goes, "What's up with your buddy over there?" And there's a really tall dude, and he's in the pool and he's singing. He's in the water hazard and he's singing. He goes, "Ah, it's some British dude."
That's so
I don't know. I'll find the clip for next episode and we'll play it. Oh my god,
that sounds amazing.
It was hilarious, but it was like, I don't know. It was a spoof movie. It was a spoof movie. It had like, I know Halle Berry was in there. It was like they did a bunch of like different little skits throughout the whole movie, basically. But it was so dumb.
Movie 43.
But that scene was pretty. Yes, that's it.
I was gonna say.
I'm pretty sure that's it.
I've seen that movie once.
Yeah. You remember the tall guy with glasses on? You don't remember that scene?
No, I don't. The only thing I remember of that is Hugh Jackman having nads on his fucking chin. And it like dips in his soup and shit.
He goes, "Oh." Oh my god.
And then it starts getting cold in there too, and they like shrivel up because there's like a vent above it.
Yeah, and he goes, "Oh, it's kind of cold here, isn't it?" Oh my god. Can you imagine having nuts on your chin right underneath?
No, I really couldn't. It'd be funny. But I like go to like scratch my chin or whatever, and I'm just fondling my balls. So how that works? So does your tongue get hard then if you start like fondling your chin balls? You just can't. You just can't.
Hit my hand. You just hit that hand.
You just can't even like close it until like it's just soft again. It's just.
Take a hamburger, put it down by your midsection. Oh, I'm just trying to eat my lunch.
Yeah, just put it right in the grundle.
That was a good burger. You really taste the zest.
Yeah, that's why I call Asperger's, right?
Wow. Moving on.
Oh my god. Oh shit.
Oh man.
Golfing today was a fun time though. It was a great time.
A good time. You don't have to be good.
No.
To go out and have fun.
No,
sometimes if you're not good, you go out to have fun. And then if you are the one that lost today, just, this could be for anybody, but if you were me and Chauncey and I was the one that won and the other one lost, and in the back nine they were not having a good time, it's even better for the guy who's doing better.
Yeah.
And that's just a generic example,
I played like dog shit. I was neck and neck that front half, and then the back nine is done. Awful.
We got majorly outplayed and passed by a older, beautiful woman who was
at least 70 years old.
Of course,
walked,
and we told her, "Hey, you can play through." She goes, "Oh, you sure?" She goes, "I thought you guys were done when you were parked over there." And she just drove up right next to us, and then we said, Chauncey goes, "No, you go past us. You're not, we're not that good." She goes, "Well, it's not a, I'm not a plane. I'm good." Haha. We laughed. She chips it like 6 inches from the freaking hole.
Yeah.
It should have went in. I'm like, okay, I was like, that says otherwise, ma'am.
Yeah.
And she laughed. I'm like, I don't even want to know.
It took us.
We saw her later, and she said, "Hey, thank you for letting me go by." And Thank you guys. And I told Chauncey, I was like, I almost asked her what she shot, and he goes, "You don't want to know that." I said, "You're right."
Yeah, she was a solid like 3 holes ahead of us, even while walking that course
We got up to her at one point.
at the last hole.
Yeah, I was like, "Hey, dude, if we take her leg out, I bet we can beat her in the next 9." We didn't. We didn't do that. We would never do something like that.
No, but the great thing about golfing at Hoop or Elkhorn Valley Golf Course is they don't really care too much about pace of play. You very easily to let people just go past you. Everyone there is super chill. Everyone who golfs there is just a bunch of old retired folks. They're just chilling.
Yeah.
They got nothing better to do.
Yeah.
Great people.
Group.
Great people. It's a great
Oh,
golf
yeah.
course. Greens were just super fast today because I think it was just a little wet, so they were a little skatey.
It was wet out. They were mowing everything down, but they didn't. They didn't mow the freaking field that I was freaking trying to chop at.
Oh, well, then I hit 3 balls in the fucking water using that damn 7-iron. Never.
Yeah, this dude.
I'm not gonna touch 7-iron.
Never gonna use it again. It took 2 holes. I hit the 7. Oh my god. Right on the green.
And then I hook
Right on the
it.
green.
I hook it so far
Boom,
right.
just freaking. I don't know. I was probably 7 feet from the pin, and then he's like, "Give me that thing. I thought you were gonna use a 7." And then he actually stopped using the 7 after that one.
Yeah. Hooked it so far right in the other fairway. I was so fucking mad. Ah, damn. Just fuck a 7-iron, dude. I'll just.
But good time. No,
I'll just use a 3.
You gotta like the Saren. You gotta enjoy the Saren.
No, I had a horrible day at golf today. Well,
It's
a great it's a great it's a great time of the year though right now though. We got NFL preseason going on. Fall's coming around. It's getting closer to Spooktober, closer to hunting season, all that stuff. College football is less than a month away.
All these pumpkin patches that I'm not going to go to are going to open up.
Yep. All that pumpkin spice latte shit that I'm never going to drink.
Yep.
It's
I'll be like, I like to go to Starbucks, and if you've ever seen Parks and Rec, there's an episode where old Ron Swanson goes in, and they're selling vegan bacon. And he goes, "Would you like to try a piece?" He goes, "Yes, please." Grabs it, throws it in the trash. He goes, "Another, please." Grabs that one, throws it in the trash. "Another, please." And he says, "I don't think I can give you any." And then his assistant, she goes, "Can I have one?" He goes, "Yeah." He hands it to her. She throws it in the trash. That'll be us with pumpkin spice lattes. So,
100%. I'm just going to dump
just
them.
kidding, because they're not free. They're like $10. Why would you pay that much for coffee?
Yeah. And honestly, like, okay, this is a hot take right now, but pumpkin spice shit's overrated as fuck.
The only pumpkin I like is pumpkin pie on Thanksgiving with a bunch of whipped cream to get them booty gains. You need whipped cream to get booty gains, and that's a fact.
It's the only time I'll ever eat pumpkin pie.
That's in second Genesis, probably.
Jesus said it.
Yeah, it might have been Tupac. I don't know.
Yeah.
Before he went into hiding, Tupac's still alive. Another hot take. Anyways,
Conspiracy theory Scott coming in.
someone's got to have them. And guess what? More people believe them.
So,
just saying.
With fall coming around, arguably being in the Midwest, arguably like the best season.
Where our hunters at? Deer season's coming.
Duck season, even closer.
Ooh.
I do love duck hunting.
The shotgun I have here is better for duck hunting. I mean, you could probably deer hunt with a big slug, but I mean, I don't know why you would.
Just save for musket season.
Yeah, I just, I want you to be your bad self. Hey, speaking of, which we got plenty of time, but send us your bucks in. We'll rate them after deer season's over. You archery, or we could even do like a archery and rifle, and then we can do it overall. But we got some time for that. But send your bucks in to the. I think we got the email up, right?
Oh, the email in. Just tweet us, Steven.
Oh yeah, tweet us, Facebook, whatever. You can send them on. I'm pretty sure you can even send pictures on TikTok. Not for sure. I don't know, but send us your bucks, and we'll throw them all up here, and we'll rate them, and maybe even do something for the winner. Who knows?
I'm down for that.
Better be a real picture though. Don't try to fanoodle us now. I don't know what fanoodling is, but we don't like it.
I'm not a fan of fanoodles.
No, I don't know what it is, but I don't want it. Take that shit. Take that shit over to the Joe Rogan Experience.
Yeah, go fanoodle him. All right.
Yeah. He'll sniff it out. Let him sniff it out. I don't have time to sniff out fanoodles.
Speaking of
this brain cell works its ass off. Okay.
Speaking of other people's podcasts and everything, I don't know if you want to call us podcasts because the dude's on TV too. But
hold on, I have a really important announcement. Okay, that was it. That was the announcement.
That was great. I'm glad to hear it. You doing okay with that?
Yeah, I'm okay.
Perfect.
Fine, it's fine.
If you're gonna cry, make sure they're real tears. But
always keep it real.
But Colin Coward, whatever you want to call him.
Coward.
Yeah, you see what he said earlier in the week. So he's talking about quarterbacks that aren't gonna make a Super Bowl or that aren't gonna win a Super Bowl anytime soon. You know who he put on that list?
Hopefully your boy, but I feel like it's mine.
He put Dwayne Haskins on that list.
Really?
The quarterback from at Pittsburgh. He was at Pittsburgh. He was a Washington Redskin, but he's at Pittsburgh's team at the time, who ended up dying a few years ago.
Oh yeah. Okay.
He put him on that list. Now I'm not saying it's not his fault entirely, but you're obviously are given a script someone typed up for you, and you're seeing that. You gotta remove that. Like
that's a
no shit. He's not gonna win a fucking Super Bowl, but you're this big. You're gonna get he's gonna get a lot.
That's not even a hot take. That's an undesirable take.
Yeah. When I heard about that, I'm like, man, what the fuck? I'm like, why the hell?
There are better ways to retire yourself than that.
No shit. We're gonna see an apology tweet come out. I am truly sorry about what happened. I had a lapse in my judgment.
Oh God.
My team and I are working on fixing the issue, and we'll hope to see you soon. And then he's just gonna go dark for a while, and then come right back.
Have you seen Big Ben's beard right now? By the way.
Oh, it's gnarly. Dude's a lumberjack.
Massive.
He's a lumberjack.
Dude it's freaking huge. I respect it.
I mean, it's better than that shit he had at the beginning of his NFL career. It was like a pencil line, like beard goatee mix or whatever. It was ew. Just label yourself that you shop at Buckle and use Axe body spray. You get that goatee.
Oh my God.
Oh my God. Just tell me that you wear Ultimate Fighter shirts all the time. All right, dude? Like, come on.
Tell me you drove a freaking Honda Civic in high school.
A Honda Civic. You wore Vans even though you couldn't skate.
Yeah.
Like
wore Vans, Honda Civic, flat bill, tilted to the side a little bit.
Yeah. Then you had those cookie monster pajamas that you'd come into school with.
Yeah. I'm here.
Have your fucking
the back desk is mine.
Have on that shell necklace and everything.
Oh my God.
Oh, it's so cringe. Everyone knows they
he was
had that person in their high school. Well, probably not
a
nowadays, but
skater
back in
boy.
the
She
day.
said, "Me, my holy Manoy."
Oh my god, that's just
Cringe.
it's awful.
What a guy, though.
I bet you had some cringe outfits in high school, huh? What was probably like the worst thing that you'd say
Well,
you
see,
wore?
I was a wrestler, so I was doing the whole tuck your sweatpants into the socks before it was cool. Y'all didn't understand.
They
That
didn't.
was a sweating trick, dog. We did that to lose some weight.
And a couple
You know.
trash bags too, you know.
Oh yeah, oh yeah, all that illegal stuff. You know.
The stuff that cooks your insides.
Yeah. Oh yeah, dude. I had boilers in high school. That was, now when old dad was wrestling, that was a thing. You know, it was fine. But we had this hydration test. All you had to do, especially we had a lady trainer. She couldn't watch us. You just go into the stall. Oh, I'm bladder shy. You just pee in a little bit for a little color, dip it in the toilet, get some water. Boom, hydrated. The fact was, I didn't drink water for 2 weeks before that, and I ate a total of 1,000 calories in 2 weeks.
It's crazy.
Every now and then you suck on an ice cube, but that just makes cottonmouth worse.
It's
And you weed snorters can understand that. I didn't do that. I just did it from being dehydrated and working out for 4 hours a day. But
it's crazy how that works too. It's like you do your practice, right? I remember I would go do my practice. I'd weigh about 175, 174, wrestling 182. And I drink a bottle of water, and then I'm back up to like 178. And I just gained so much weight after you weigh in again after drinking water.
oh god.
It's so crazy how it works.
One of my favorite tournaments is always our first one was O'Neill, because they always put a big breakfast on for us right after weigh-ins for all the wrestlers and the coaches and stuff. And oh man, we gained 10 pounds there, dude. We freaking get biscuits and gravy. You know, we just carb up for energy, but biscuits and gravy. We get pancakes. We obviously get some eggs in there. We just whatever. You see how high you can get that plate. It didn't matter. We'd load up. I'd always come in about after a tournament for the weekend. I'd come in about Monday morning about 6 pounds over. I'd come home. Old man would be like, "What'd you weigh?" I'll be like, "Oh," I'm like, just under 2 pounds over. No big deal. No big deal for a week of wrestling. I got, we could practice, burn that right off. Oh no, I was like 5, 6, 7 pounds over all the time. I think the worst I ever was I think there's 1 week. I think I was like 8 pounds over. And we had a duel on Thursday, and that was Monday morning. I was like, dude, oh man. And that's why, love my dad, but he was always, he liked, if I would go home with him, he's like, he was trying to help me be smart. It's like, don't overeat so you don't have to suffer the next week. But I started, I'd go with the team because we'd always stop at a fast food joint, and this was back in 2013. So $20 at a fast food place, that gets you some food, man.
That gets you a decent amount.
Man. I didn't come home. Dad always give me some money. I didn't come home with extra money.
I don't want the food.
Give me everything I can get for this $20, dude. Boom.
I know after weigh-ins, I picked
15,
out
whatever.
I picked out after weigh-ins. I went right to the concessions. I got myself a fucking snack, a Gatorade. I'm like, I'm good.
Man, we had a kid. So during the summer, we always did a summer league. We did Grand Island on Wednesday and York on Monday. And our wrestler fans out there, you guys know. You probably went to those same summer leagues. But during Mondays, it was always Taco John's. That was our stop. You went to Taco John's. Otherwise, you waited till you got home, because the upperclassmen, that's what they set. And who don't like Taco John's? We had a guy who was all skin and bones. One of our upperclassmen, Bobby. He'd get the 6-pack and a pound every time.
Good God.
And he was he's tall. He's our 113 pounder, man. And he was pretty tall and lengthy. He'd devour it. I'm like, man, I hate to see what your toilet looks like, dog.
No shit. That's.
I'm like, but I'm all about that. I mean,
Did you ever?
I'm all about that grilled chicken burrito in their ranch. Not as good as Ranger Ranch, but Taco John's Ranch is up there, man.
I can't contest. I've never had. Well, I've had
You've never
Taco
had Taco
John's. I've
John's?
had Taco John's before their churros.
Oh yeah, and I'd always get you got to get a couple churros,
No, their
especially during
churros are
summer league off
awesome.
season. Dude, we're on full feed, man.
We're bulking for football.
Oh, dude. Oh yeah. Well, yeah, I had knee problems, so I played freshman year, and then I could barely stay healthy for wrestling. So
I remember my senior year for football. I bulked up to about 195, and then wrestling came around, and I dropped down to 173, I think, in about 2.5 weeks. I was so sluggish the first couple of meets because I had no energy.
I was about 180, 185 natural weight.
What was your what was the low
152 my senior year?
What was the lowest your BMI went to? Because me and my other one classman I had who wrestled with me the whole time, there's only two of us by the time we were a senior. We always had a competition who'd get the lower BMI, and I won every year. The lowest I ever got to was my senior year, and I was at 11.3% body fat.
You ain't ready to hear mine.
It's probably some psycho shit.
5%.
That's crazy.
Hold on, let me show you guys what'll fucking. We'll keep talking, but I'll show you what I looked like in high school, dude. My junior year was my worst year. That's when I went skin and bones. I looked like a skeleton, man. I had to get to 145. So I had my buddies that were around me. I had Jackson. He was right below me. Skylar was always right above me. All three of us needed to be varsity for our team. We were all day long varsity wrestlers. The only time we weren't was sophomore year. The same guys talking about Bobby, who cut a lot of weight. He was a senior. He was cutting down to 113. So Jackson was going to go 120. I was going to go 126. Skylar was 138. And then Jackson's older brother Jake was 145, and that we were especially right then, we were probably our best five. And Bobby got close, but he was just cutting too much, whatever. He was, taking toll on him, so he couldn't make it. So he went back up to 120. So that pushed Jackson up to me, and we wrestled off all year long, which sucked because we all needed to be. And I was a thrower. I was a roller thrower. I was that what some people want to call junk wrestling, but that's what I'd always get him with. He was a very technical. He's very good on his feet. I'd always try to get him on the mat, but I just kept catching him in something because that's what I was good at. But here we go. You want to see junior year, Scott?
Let's see, Scott.
So this is junior and senior year. Junior is might have to dim that down a little bit. So that's junior year. That's when I was at like 5%. Look how
you're so fucking tiny, bro. I feel like
you can see this one. I kept some of my definition. Definitely had a little more.
You look like if you stepped outside on a windy day, you'd blow away.
I look a lot taller than I really am there. I mean, I don't look no 5'9", 5'10" there, but
you just look skin and bone, dude.
Boy got out and got some not defined arms.
I looked pretty nice before I got crippled as all hell. I'll just say that.
Yeah, dude. I know. I got lean, man. I was five. Even my senior year, I was probably right around that 6%. I'd get down, which, and I always, as skinny as I looked there, I have a lot of natural strength, and I always liked, I get some meatheads that weren't very technical, whatever, and think they were going to outpower me. And coach, there was a couple matches, like my junior year, had that shoulder injury, so I was out for half the year. And there's a kid that just, had a pretty good match, but kind of beat up and just outpowered my JV guy. But since I had points, if you have points, it don't matter if you're varsity, whatever. If you can go wrestle at a tournament that we're going to, you're going. So since I was out for half the year, I was eligible to go to it. So I went to this JV tournament that we had, that we're going to because we didn't have a varsity tournament. He's like, "You're wrestling because we can submit as many people, and you've been out, so you could use it." I was like, "Hey, I'm down." So this kid just throttling on Tyler or whatever, and he just won by points. He didn't pin him. And I told Tyler, and he was just being a cocky ass and going up to him. "Oh yeah, hey, you did a good job." Kept smacking him. I was like, "Tyler," and I normally, I was kind of douchey, but I normally don't try to go above and beyond to be an asshole. But this dude was just fucking drilling my buddy, drilling my teammate. So I'm like, "Go over there and tell him that you normally beat on me in practice." He goes, "I don't, ever." I was like, "Yeah, I know that, but I'm tired of him talking shit. Go over there and tell him that." And so he came over to me. He goes, "Oh yeah, I wrestled your buddy. He said I got you up next." He said you guys normally have some pretty quick matches or pretty tough matches in practice. I was like, "Oh yeah, man, we do." I was like, "We're kind of back and forth, but Tyler normally gets me, man. He normally gets me at the end." So he goes, "Oh yeah, it should be a good match." So we start going, and I just toying with this kid, and he just to make the principle of it, because he saw that I looked like I didn't, wasn't very strong. I put him in a bulldog or something, and I was muscling with him. And my coach after the first period, and his face goes, when I turned him and then cut him loose, and my coach goes, "What are you doing?" He goes, "Work on some of your stuff when you're here." I'm like, "Coach, he was being a douche." He goes, "Don't be stupid and lose a match because you're being stupid." So I did. I worked on some of my takedowns. I worked on some of my stuff, and I ended up in the third pinning him. But I was like, "Well, listen, it's out of my hands if you're being a douchebag to my teammates."
It is.
But he did. He come back to me afterwards. He goes, "Oh my god." He goes, "You're a hell of a lot stronger than you look." I was like, "Yeah, dude." I was like, "I wasn't a farmer, but I was from a farm town." I was like, I'm country strong, man." I was like, "I still did all this stuff, man. I helped with cattle lots. I helped in hog barns. I helped farming. I did all that shit." I mean, we built a little different around there, man.
100%. That's why you see a lot of them big sons of bitches on the O line in college football.
Hey, that's what used to fear people, man. People used to be scared of us because of that corn-fed beef. Some corn-fed beef boys.
And probably some steroids along the way.
Well,
Yeah,
non-disclosure.
Yeah, some of them guys are definitely juiced up.
Yeah, but some of them are just some tanks, man.
All right, so you were talking earlier about stopping at like gas stations or getting fast food after wrestling. If you had to choose, what's your go-to for gas station snack? If you're like going on a road trip, what's your go-to? Your first gas station you stop at?
Twin Bing. Partial reason Twin Bing has my heart. My aunt makes some homemade, which if you know what Twin Bing is, you know what cherry mash is. My aunt makes homemade cherry mash every Christmas. She sends homemade candy, and she's got this homemade cherry mash. It comes in a big old square, and most people cut it. I grab the block and I finish it, because I ain't no bitch. But Twin Bing's up there. The Twin Bing's my number one, man. And then I got a salted nut roll.
That's a good one. I could dabble with those.
I just, when I was a kid, man, I was a weirdo, and I got OCD. I'd eat all the caramel and
love salty nuts.
I'd eat all the caramel and nuts off it, and then I'd just have a fucking stick, a fucking nougat, or fucking frosting, or whatever it is. I don't know, a lot of sugar, and I'd just eat that shit afterwards.
Yeah. As a kid, you love salty nuts. I get it.
Hey, still do as an adult. I brought that into my adulthood. And you gotta have the white cream after the nuts.
Yeah. I'm just gonna gargle it down.
This is not a good conversation for me.
Slurp down the gravy.
And then my third, right here. See my third?
Yeah, right here. 1, 2,
yeah,
3.
This one right here. This is my third. 1, 2.
Oh,
3.
2.5.
Yeah. Probably gonna be a Snickers. I mean, it's just Snickers got a lot. It's just a good combo. But if I can have it my way, I want a frozen Snickers.
So you're a nougat guy, huh?
Yeah, I don't know. I mean,
You enjoy white cream?
kind of like Chaw says. Oh, do I want to pay? Do I want nuts and caramel, or do I want nuts, caramel, chocolate, and juice inside?
So you
Be a normal guy. Eat a Snickers.
you like nougat? You like the white stuff in your mouth?
All right. What's your 3, motherfucker?
Well, one of them's gonna have nougat in it. That's for sure.
You gotta have that nougat, dude.
My go-to snack is probably gonna be a Reese's Fast Break.
I should have had Reese's up there, but anyways.
My
I don't know
number
about the Fast Break. That's got pretzels in it, right?
no, the Fast Break's the chocolate, the peanut butter, and the nougat.
So it's like
The
Snickers,
pretzel,
but with Reese's instead of.
yeah. The one you're
peanuts
thinking
and-
of is a Take 5.
Yeah, those weren't bad, but I'm not
No,
I'm
I'm
trying
not
to
good
do-
on them.
trying to do too much.
Yeah, they're okay.
Anyways.
My number 2
Mhm.
would definitely have to be Snickers peanut butter.
So you're a peanut butter guy, huh?
No, peanut butter and chocolate is just fire. And then
The only reason I know you like peanut butter is because your pup told me.
she did have a big mouth.
Normally it's the other way around. But she's like, no, he fucking eats the shit out of that peanut butter. All right, whatever.
Yeah, I just put it on her and just start licking it off her nose.
Yeah.
My
Nose.
number 3 would definitely have to be a Carmelo
Oh, is that the like little square ones?
that you just break
by-
apart.
Oh yeah. Yeah, that's pretty good too.
My number one
God,
go-to
there's a lot of
my number one go-to drink though has to be the Gatorade, but with the nipple cap.
Oh yeah, and the light blue.
Yep, that's my go-to for my drink. My number 2 is either like an iced coffee or
Like the glass bottle ones.
like the
Like the
Starbucks, ones.
Yeah.
Yeah, or
You know, I
I'll get like a Monster or something. And then number 3 is Propel.
Oh, monster tip. You like those white monsters,
Mm-hmm.
which I do, and
Love
they're
'em.
0 calories. The white ones, you get some that have a silver cap, some have the white cap. Maybe it's just me. The white cap ones taste better. The white cap ones taste better. I'm just saying, there's a difference.
There do be a
Some
difference.
people tell me there's not. I had this conversation. My old used car director,
Mm.
he pointed that out to me. He goes, okay. He goes, you drink this once? I was like, yeah. He goes, you know how some of them have, he was so dialed in. He goes, hey, you know how some of them have a silver cap and some have a white cap? I said, yeah. He goes, white cap ones taste better, don't they? And I said, yeah, Kyle, I think they do. He goes, oh, I knew it. He was so geeky. He goes, I knew it. He goes, they do, don't they? They do. He's looking for, I feel like he went back and he had this conversation with his wife. And she said, you are an idiot.
I told you I wasn't alone.
Yeah, I guarantee he went home. He goes, Scott says the white ones taste better.
I fucking told you. I fucking told you.
Yeah, get the fuck out.
It's like I'm not crazy.
man.
You're crazy. You're
Yeah.
crazy. And then it's him looking in the mirror with the wig on
Tickle.
in an argument with his wife. It's just him in a mirror with a wig. You told me I was crazy. You're crazy.
Plot twist, Kyle isn't married. Kyle's definitely married.
All right. Now here's the twist here. You listed your snacks earlier.
Yeah.
What if you
I
stop
didn't hit my drinks.
What are your drinks?
Oh man, that's a doozy. You know, I was always a big Mountain Dew guy, and I stopped drinking regular pop. I try not to drink any pop, but if I was just going, not worrying about anything, like my daddy before me, I'm a Mountain Dew guy. But it's always better out of a can. Mountain Dew's better out of a can.
10
It
times
just
better
is.
out of a can.
My top drink of all time is going to be a glass bottle Coke.
I mean, the glass bottle Pepsi's, Coke, Fanta, Sprite, it don't matter.
Yeah.
All better.
But glass bottle Coke, that's the OG. But gas station, a lot of times you're not getting that. So
No.
going Mountain Dew, Sunkissed.
Okay.
And now I do the zero. I do the Mountain Dew Zero, Mountain Dew Sunkist. Mountain Dew, or so if you're about Pop Life and you like Sunkist, that Sunkist Zero tastes just like fucking Sunkist. Dude, it's so close. The Zero is better than the Diet on any pop. I don't know what the hell they did. It's probably really bad.
Coke
for you,
Zero is fucking awesome.
If you're going for taste, yeah, and if you're going for taste over, and you don't want them fucking empty calories and all them carbs, whatever. If you're working on your growth figure like me, then dude, hit the Zero because the Zero is just the taste is way better than the Diets.
I would have to say my favorite pop, hands down, is Bud Light hard sodas.
That's your favorite pop?
This is a great pop. It's a great pop.
My favorite pop is Coke with half filled with Captain.
That's a great pop.
That's a great pop.
Great pop.
And if you come in here saying soda, you find your way out.
Yeah.
We don't soda around here.
It's pop. Let's be real. It's called pop. All right.
I lived in so when I lived in Tennessee, so in the South, my brother-in-law, born and raised in Nashville. This man says Coke, and I thought he wanted a Coca-Cola. He goes, "Hey, while you're in the kitchen, Scotty, can you give me a Coke?" I said, "Hey, we ain't got no Coke." He goes, "Any Coke's fine." I said, "What?" My sister comes in. She goes, "No, Coke is like pop. If he wants a Coke, just get him a pop. He probably wants a Sprite." I was like, "That's a Sprite. He asked for a Coke. I ain't gonna give him a Sprite because a Coke is a red can. It says Coca-Cola on it. That's a Coke. Or it might be on the end of a key for a little bump. It depends on what what you're doing." But so I argued with this man for 10 minutes. I said, "You want a Sprite?" He goes, "Yeah, that's fine." I was like, "Okay, say I want a Sprite." He goes, "Yeah, just any Coke." I'm like, "We don't have Coke, Josh." We argued for 10, 15 minutes. Just principle wise. He goes, "Oh, is it a pop?" And I said, "I'm gonna shove this Sprite up your ass."
I'm gonna shove this green colored Coke up your ass.
So that's what they say. He goes, "Oh, dude, if I would have said cola or Coca-Cola. Would have elaborated. Coke, just give me any Coke." I'm like, "I'm gonna punch you in the face as hard as I can with a shovel."
All right. Here's the twist.
And that's not okay.
Here's the twister for the gas station snacks, right? You're at a Casey's in the morning. What are you grabbing?
Am I hungover?
I mean, you're whatever you want to be.
No, it depends. Am I hungover?
Yeah, we'll go.
Am I going to work or am I hungover just chilling?
Hungover, just chilling.
I'm getting a fountain Pepsi.
Yep.
And a breakfast pizza.
What kind of breakfast pizza? Which one?
Depends on what they have, but definitely either sausage, egg, and cheese, or the bacon's not bad either. I probably prefer the bacon, egg, and cheese one.
Great choices. That's 100% exactly what I'm going to. In the morning, I'm going to Casey's. If I'm going on a road trip or whatever, I'm going right to the fucking pizza thing. I'm grabbing a breakfast pizza. All right.
Fountain, Pepsi, and breakfast Casey's pizza cures hangovers. Fucked up on my words a little bit.
Which we're going to need tomorrow morning.
Cures a hangover. Yeah, I'm going to Casey's tomorrow. You meet me at Casey's tomorrow?
Casey's tomorrow. Sounds good. All right.
You ain't going to be up.
No, God, no. All right. Last thing here before we call it. Top 3 Casey's pizzas. What do you got?
So, even against, because I just got one yesterday for lunch at work for me and Nate and our mechanic. Taco pizza from Casey's is one of my favorite pizzas from anywhere.
Casey's pizza is underrated.
But
taco goes hard.
They fucked up my order. I got there, took her 10 more minutes, but she said they had a power surge, and being a good Midwesterner like I am, no problem, honey. You're good. I can hang out for a minute. She didn't put like any Doritos on it. Looked like once Nathan took a bite, we seen a couple. It was really lacking on the Doritos. She did not give me taco sauce. You gotta have top. I mean, I can go without sour cream. It's so much. You drizzle a little sour cream on there too. Put a little globs of sour cream on there, and the taco sauce, Casey's taco sauce, that makes it the best pizza.
Would you say
around.
a dollop of sour cream? Do a dollop for Daisy?
I'd do a dollop, and Daisy. I'd do a dollop and then Daisy. Well, actually, you gotta wait 30 minutes after you eat, so maybe Daisy first. That's swimming, eating.
What about same time?
So, well, maybe I'd put a dollop on Daisy.
There we go.
While I'm eating Casey's taco pizza.
Amen.
So, taco pizza from Casey's. That bacon cheeseburger pizza they have is pretty fire. And then third, so many good ones. You can't. Let's just make this thing clear. You cannot go wrong with any slice. You go into Casey's and you just grab a slice off the warmer. That's a great slice. That's a great slice. That's a fire slice right there.
It's a 10 out of 10. Any given day of the week.
My third's probably going to be, and they don't have it anymore, I don't think. Actually, you know what? Maybe I'm thinking of Pizza Hut's pulled pork. They used to have their, Yeah. But Casey's does have this like pulled brisket or whatever, or pulled barbecue, like brisket.
They still have a brisket one.
They have that brisket one now, and that's pretty fire.
I agree with you. This is in any order. After my first one, the first one is
your top three are interchangeable.
Yeah. Except number one. Number one is 100%, but 2 and 3 can flip flop. Okay. My number one is 100% their breakfast pizza. It's just
really,
yeah. I love it. I like
it, but it's not that hitter for me like that taco is.
Oh yeah, and then 2 and 3 interchangeable is the taco pizza and the cheeseburger one. It don't matter. Someone tells me they just have Casey's pizza in general. I'm like, hey, look, we're at a little get together. We got some Casey's pizza. I'm like, I'm in. That's all I need. I'm shoveling it down. They didn't even have to say drinks, and I'm usually just down for drinks. I don't give a fuck about the food, but they say Casey's pizza, I'm in.
I got one for you.
All right, what you got?
So a lot of people like stuffed crust. You stuffed crust fan?
It's aight. It's overrated, overhyped.
Okay. So just crust in general, it can be stuffed, it can be not. When I have a piece of pizza,
yeah,
I might eat that first crust, but most of the time, I'm eating that pizza, I'm throwing the crust down. I like to eat at least one crust when I'm eating, especially if I'm going ham on pizzas, because I like the crust, but I would rather have more of the topping, more of the actual pizza than the crust. If I eat 4 pieces of pizza, then and leave the crust, then I can fit 4 or whatever. That's probably more than plenty anyways, but if I eat 3 in the crust and I'm like so full, I'd rather have the topping, the actual pizza piece. Toss that crust aside, the end crust piece. Where you at on that? You eat that crust?
I'm a thin crust guy myself, so I don't ever have that issue.
That's true. Because you get that crunch with that thin crust, man.
But
Casey's, you can't really,
if I would have to say, I just eat the whole thing. I just fold that. I just fold that son bitch in half and just pipe it down and then gone. And I
get down the crust and you just keep it folded and just down the hatch, huh?
Yeah, 100%.
Okay.
And I just eat the crust and I'm pretty much just chilling. I could down about 4 or 5 slices. Eat crust and all pretty easy.
Dude, I feel like if you hit me on the right day, I could eat a large taco pizza from Casey's. I don't know, I'd feel like shit, but I could probably power it down.
If you had one of these edibles I had earlier, you could tackle one right now because it sounds really fucking good. But well, I appreciate you guys for sticking around for episode 2. It's a great episode 2. Yeah. Let's give a round of applause for episode 1, shall we? Let's just appreciate every single one of you.
Golf clap.
Golf clap. Golf clap. We're golfing today.
Golf clap. Golf clap.
Golf clap. Golf clap.
The golf father.
Let us know down below in the comments what your go-to gas station snack and drink is. And then let us know down below what kind of topics you guys want us to cover in the next episode.
Yeah. You want to see us do something crazy? You want to see us talk about something crazy? You want to see us do some poll? Let us know, man. We're all in subjections. We want to include our audience. We're here for y'all. We're here to hang out. Here to have fun.
Have some brewskis, have some drinky poos.
Yeah. And we want you guys to be on this road and journey and do this thing with us, man.
100%. Alrighty. And after that,
Signing off.
laters.